Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey win. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, don't go afraid to go on. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, oh man, got a radio show. Yeah, I do. God's so big to me, man. I just have to tell you about it. I can't help it. It's rather obvious to me how big, how good God is. He's absolutely tremendous. He's off the chain. You know, man, I wanted to share something with you today. You know, if you're out there, start your mission today. Why don't we all decide together? Better yet, let's just kill that because you don't. That just individually. Look, you listening. Everybody's got something that's on the table that they haven't yet attacked yet. What are you waiting for? Start your mission today. Stop the procrastination now. And if you allow procrastination to set in, then that allows then, which is a weakness, but that allows the devil then to just really do his thing. Because an idle mind is the devil's playground. So if you ain't working on your goals, dreams, aspirations, or visions, you just waking up seeing how today gonna go, or the devil, he got plenty for you to do. See, but if you get your mind right on your goal and your focus and your purpose, then you can go on about your business. Then when the distraction comes, you can catch yourself. Now, that don't mean you ain't going to fall privy or fall prey to some of your distractions, because you will. But you will have a goal in mind, an aspiration that makes you go, hold on, man, I got to stay focused here, because what I really want, where I'm really trying to go, the thing that I'm really after, this new little thing that's being introduced, this don't fit into the equation. Man, let me keep it moving. Or you may step off the line for a little while. Like I said yesterday, the thing about God is he's so forgiving that if you get out of line, he'll hold your place. See, that's the real cool thing. A lot of people will do that for you, too. Like I said, if you're at the movie theater or you're at the amusement park and you're in a line and you forget something, if you politely ask the person behind you, hey, man, I got to run to my car, I left something, would you hold my place? Most people will say, fine, yeah, go ahead. And when you come back, they don't have a problem. See, your problem is you want to get out the line, go do something, then come back and just get up in the line further up than you were, or cut somebody. Now you got a problem, because see, everybody looking at you now like, oh, whoa, partner, where you come from? The line start back here. But see, the thing with God is God don't do that. God don't say the line start back here. God holds your place. When you make a mistake and you fall off the line, God holds your place. But if you ain't got no dreams, aspiration, if you ain't got no place, what he holding for you? See, I mean, he got a place for you, but you got to come to him. See, some people, here's what I'm saying. If you got a goal, an aspiration, a dream, and you fall off track momentarily, you can get back to that. Because God knows where you left off. Now, you may have to accomplish a few more things since you stopped for a long period of time, but God knows where you left off. You can get back on track. Look, man, this dream of being on TV since I was a kid, it got off track now. It got off track. I just kept it as one of the dreams. And in some real dark moments when it looked like it wasn't going to happen, all I was hanging on to was just a hope that one day it could. But that's what faith is really about. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. But faith gives you the confidence to keep hoping, man. Sometimes it just keep hope alive. Sometimes, you heard Jesse Jackson say it, just keep hope alive. Sometimes, man, it's just the hope. I was hanging on a hope. And I'm talking about when it got real ugly and funky out there for me. When it looked like I wasn't going to ever make it. And all of the facts was in and everything pointed in the direction you're not going to make it. You done really messed up this time. Then I sat there and I just hung on to the hope. But man, that's what I'm saying. If you got a dream or an aspiration, a vision or something, when you fall off track and you want to go get back in line, God holds your place. He knew I was off track and out of line, but he said, okay, here's where we stopped. You want to be on TV. Now, when you get it together and you quit tripping and you come and you turn to me, I'm going to hold your place, put you back in line, then we go and finish the journey. That took me a lot longer to get here than I wanted to, but then it was necessary because I needed all of them mishaps to happen to me along the way. So when I got on the radio one day, which I did not see coming, Steve Harvey got a radio show, y'all. That's why I say it every day. See, because of this radio show that I didn't see coming, now I have stories to tell. And I can tell you about me better than I can tell you about anybody. And I done been through enough where it's relatable, where enough people can go, man, that happened to me. Appreciate you saying that. That's what it was for. See, I get it now. See, at the time, though, I didn't like what was happening to me. At the time, I was really in total disagreement with God on a lot of stuff he was pulling off on me. But in essence, I was really pulling it off on myself. But through his grace and mercy, he kept me through all of my mistakes, all my bad decisions, all my miscalculations, all my misfires, all the times I knowingly stepped out there and did wrong. He forgave me. He said, because, man, if you ever come to me, I have a plan for you that is going to be far and above. It will supersede everything you've ever dreamed of. That's what I did. I just got sick of me, good and sick of me. And I turned it over to God. And then God started working. And here I am today. Now, is he through with me yet? Nope. Have I arrived yet? Nope. But guess what? The journey is cool. And then you know what I found out? That's kind of what it's like in life. If you done walked off the cliff in life and you ain't got no God in your life, it's like not having a parachute. You step off the cliff and you just free falling. Now that fall gets you closer to the grave, right? See, we all heading to the grave from the moment we're born. But the cool thing about a relationship with God is when you step off the cliff and you got God, he a parachute. You still going down, but it's a nice ride. You guide and you glide and you softly, you enjoying, you look around, you smiling, you're meeting other people along the way. You're floating over here to ski a little while. You're over there at the beach for a little while. You mess around over here. You get to go out the country a little bit on your parachute and all that. And God just helps your descent appear more like a rise and more like a euphoric fall. Instead of not having no God in your life and you just walking off that cliff every day, free falling, ain't got no cord, you steady pulling, you hollering the whole way because you done messed around with yourself and ain't let God come into your life and provide a parachute for you. I would rather have a parachute since I got to jump every day than to not have one. God has been like a parachute for me. Ask me where that came from, I can't tell you. But like I always say, most good things that happen in my life that I can't explain, it's usually him.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody, you're about to listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I am J. Anthony Brown, but before we start the show, what I want you to do right now is apologize till Monday, because today is Tuesday. Ain't that right, Shirley Strawberry?
That's right, Jay. Hey, Tuesday. Monday, we sorry.
Sorry for everything we said. Colorado, you want to apologize to Monday?
Okay, my bad, Monday. My bad. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Hey, Tuesday.
Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Junior, you want to apologize, man?
No, I meant what I said about Monday. Morning, everybody. Can't go back.
And last but not least, it is the king of pranks. Tommy, what's going on, man?
Morning, baby. Top of the morning. It is Tuesday, and ain't nothing wrong with Monday or Tuesday. If you naked, it's all right with me.
Wow.
Naked Monday, naked Tuesday, naked Wednesday, naked Thursday, naked Friday, naked Saturday, naked Sunday. You staying naked.
We just got here.
Are these the naked on the wind?
And y'all just put them clothes on. So let's quit acting like y'all wasn't naked before you got
was
here.
naked.
Well, not in the shower, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Naked. And you're naked for a long time because you don't know what you're going to wear to work. So you just sit there naked.
Just be in the closet, just ripping
butt
the water.
ass.
Okay,
Just butt
Jay.
ass naked.
Let me say this, Jay. If I cannot go to bed without knowing what I'm gonna put on the next day, I cannot.
Oh, Shirley.
Oh,
please.
you
Really?
can't?
I can no.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I have
So-
to
so
know.
you
I
lay-
still got
you-
that schoolboy mentality.
Yeah.
Everything
You lay it out?
Yeah, it's laid out.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Most times I lay it out, but if I don't lay it out, it's laid out in my mind. I can go right to it. I
And
know
grab
that.
it
Yes.
and get on out the door.
Uh-huh.
I lay it out. Yeah.
I have to know what I'm going to wear the next day. That's my
I know,
biggest
I lay
issue
it
in
out.
getting ready
I lay it out. I
for
lay it out.
anything.
Oh, really?
What am I going to
Yeah.
wear?
No, okay.
It's not
I
my
got the
hair, it's
belt.
not my
It's-
makeup,
I
none
got
of
the
that.
hat,
Yo.
I got the socks and the shoes, I got the drawers balled up in the other pair of shoes. Yeah, I got everything. What?
Why
I
are the
don't be
drawers?
up-
Why the drawers balled up though?
Because
dog?
I want to know where my drawers at. I don't even know.
That's one thing you can't be searching for is drawers.
You got to at least unball them though. They don't have to be balled up.
Well, when they ball up, time you take them and you pop them to the wind, and then you put them on.
You don't have to have wrinkled underwear. You really don't.
But here's a little tip about putting on your underwear. I've reached the age now, and maybe you guys have, I don't know. Well, now, I remember back in the day when you was like in a rush, you could just jump in your drawers. Man, I better sit my ass down.
Ain't no more standing, Jay.
Man, if I don't...
Hey Jay, you know what? That's like tying your shoes. You know, if you tie your shoes and get up too fast, you can actually have a headache.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Boy, you
get
millennials,
dizzy.
Hey.
have so much to look
my
forward to.
God.
Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
Is y'all got to the point you start holding your breath to tie your shoe?
No, but I do know this guy that his shoestrings are on the inside of his shoes, like where his instep is. They're there. They're not in the middle. They're on the side because that's how he has to tie them. Because he can barely get that leg up to that knee to
Oh,
tie
that
them.
don't make no sense.
Oh, boy.
All right, guys. Coming up at 32 after the hour, the worst things people have seen at weddings. Jay. That's
Oh, my
coming
God.
up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it's time for something funny. And while weddings are generally happy occasions for most of us on this show,
Whoa,
not
whoa.
Hey, slow down with that now.
Well, wait a minute,
well,
Tommy.
yeah. What are you in it for, Tommy?
He Team J, I'm Team Tommy. That's what he
That's what they doing.
I'm with Jay.
is.
All right, so while weddings are generally happy occasions, like I said, for most of us on the show, not every affair goes off without a hitch. In fact, sometimes some pretty shocking things happen when people are about to say I do, and now people are sharing a new Reddit thread or survey that has people sharing the worst things they've seen happen at a wedding. I'll give you an example. Bride and groom at the altar, the minister said, "We're in the presence of family and friends who are all here to give this union their blessing," to which the groom's mother stood up and said, "Nope, not everyone. I do not give this my blessing."
Yo, mama
said that?
Yeah.
Yo, mama,
Mama
dog.
said that?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, the groom's mom.
The groom's mama.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anything crazy, Jay, happen?
Yeah, a lot. I can give you 3 examples of something happening crazy at a wedding.
Okay.
3 times.
What?
The very first wedding, I said I do. The second wedding, I said I do. And the third wedding, I said I do. Those were 3 of the craziest things. But let me tell you, on my third wedding, my daughter said to me, because she kind of sensed that this one wasn't going to work out, she said, Dad, we can leave right now and have a party and don't worry about a damn thing. I should have took her advice, man.
Y'all should have went and kicked it, huh?
We should have went and kicked it, man.
All right, here's another crazy moment that happened at a wedding. When the father of the groom stood up to make the toast, he asked his wife in front of everyone to confirm that he was not the father of the groom.
What?
What?
That ain't my
He is
damn
not
son.
the father.
Tell him now. Go ahead and tell him.
But he
Tell
did.
That ain't my
He
boy.
asked his wife.
Tell
Yeah,
him.
his wife didn't utter a word. She did not
Go
open
ahead, let
her
the people
mouth.
know. Everybody here.
She was dead.
Go on, let the people know that boy
Oh,
ain't mine.
He been wanting to say this.
Yes,
dude.
yes,
He
yes.
has,
yes.
Tommy. Yes, he has.
People know.
Yeah, you told me.
No, we gonna get this out today.
Yeah. Now we all got nice clothes on. Tell them.
Hey, let me tell
Before
y'all
we eat
something.
cake.
Yeah.
What, Tommy?
This is something I saw at a wedding. I saw this for myself. I was at a line brother of mine got married. We're in Austin, Texas. My line brother getting married, and we are at the reception. Now, all of us have been in church before where something happens and you just can't quit laughing, right?
No,
Oh,
yes.
my goodness.
Yeah.
We've all been there
Oh,
where
yes.
something happens in church and you just can't quit laughing.
Yes.
So, the ceremony's great. Man, we are at the reception. They got candles lit where the buffet food is. And you coming down the aisle, you're in single file line, you're getting your food. This lady leaned over to get some food, and her hair caught on fire.
And you saw
Man.
this for yourself?
I'm talking about woo. And I'm talking about it's lit, it's with fire.
Oh, man.
But it's 5 people beating her head trying to put the fire.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, my
It
God.
was terrible.
So
But they got the fire. Now the whole reception place smelled like burnt hair.
Oh, wow.
No.
I was on the floor.
You so wrong for that.
That
But
was
Carl,
it.
I was in my 20s. Hey,
yeah.
something funny happened. I'm just gone.
Wow.
Boy.
Man.
And all you heard was Irma. 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 Boy,
Oh, man.
Oh, she had a lot of hairspray, huh?
Yeah.
it must have been something that ignited it.
Oh,
And
man.
then
That's
that
crazy.
wedding
Wow,
didn't.
Tommy.
That
That's
wedding,
crazy.
that marriage didn't last long either.
I guess not, huh?
I do have one, though. I have
What?
to talk about my mom's wedding. My mom got married the second time.
Uh-huh.
She got married out in the yard.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We
In
over.
the backyard.
Yeah, we in the front yard, but she had to walk. We don't have rows of chairs. People just pull up a chair wherever they want to. So her walk to the altar was going through people, just weaving around in the yard.
No roads.
No, ain't no roses, none of that. She just came out the front door of the house. Like we didn't know she was in there. And then they next to the railroad tracks. So we in the neighborhood. So soon as the minister said, we are gathered here today for this, and then the train came. And the train was 10 minutes, so we got to wait. Then other cars are pulling up waiting for the train to pass. So now you got cars, motorcycles, all this stuff happening in the yard. That was the longest serve.
Oh, I
Because
love
the
it.
train
I love
backed
it.
up. Now it's coming back. I said, she ain't gonna never get this way nowhere.
That's a sign from God. That's what that was.
Oh my
Junior,
gosh.
That's supposed to be in a movie,
Dog,
bro.
it was in
Yeah.
the yard.
In the movie, right.
Man, Coors Light bottles everywhere, Bud Light bottles everywhere. Man, we just out here. I said, this is my mom. Then they gonna ask me who gives her away. I didn't say nothing.
You're embarrassed.
I was ashamed.
Oh.
But the weaving through the chairs,
Man,
though.
just trying to get up there to the tree. That thing standing up.
Nobody moving out the way or nothing.
Man,
Right?
she taking her
But
time.
the front yard?
In the
Yeah.
front
Yeah.
yard.
In the
Wow.
front yard.
have a big front yard?
It was over at his house, at my stepdad's house. So he had, he had a nice size yard. Yeah. The fact she come out the house and got to slide to the left because somebody's sitting by the porch. Now she weaving back right.
The fact that y'all ain't got no rolls.
No, none. She came out the door. You know, you let the screen door just pop low. She just walked her behind right out the house.
Play the music. Play the music.
Oh, that's
Said,
funny.
yep, they really in love. They in love. Yeah, Tommy, here she come.
All right, listen, coming up next, Run That Prank Back with the nephew right after this.
Oh, Jesus.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. James Bond is, the movie is more woke. We'll tell you about that. We have a new
By
007,
time.
it seems. But first, the nephew in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
You didn't fall, and you ain't getting no money.
I like the way you say it.
Yeah, it's
You
that.
did not fall, and you ain't getting no money. Nah.
That's a
now moment.
You didn't fall, and you ain't getting no money. Let's go, Cat.
Hello,
I'm trying to reach a Glenda Ann, please.
this she.
How you doing? My name is Brad. I'm actually with the A&C department, accidents and conditions. Wanted to give you a call and see how you're doing this morning.
I'm just fine.
Great. Now, I am the accident and condition coordinator, the last person that it goes to before actually issuing out a check. And just wanted to give you a call and see how everything is going. Have you been to the doctor on your fall? And just wanted to do a follow-up with you and make sure everything is okay.
Yeah, everything is just fine, thank you.
Have you needed to do any rehabilitation work or anything like that? This is just a random procedure of all the notes that I have to write down. And like I said, this is the final step of getting you out of check. Now, the last I heard, you were offered $2,000. Is that correct?
If you work there, you go ask your supervisor. You would know all that if you worked there.
Okay. Well, I'm just looking at the file that I have, ma'am. I don't have everything
Okay,
in front
well,
of me.
if you
but
got that wrote down, that's what they offer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, here's what we're doing. I've also been brought some other records. Is this the first time you've actually had an incident like this?
What?
Is this the first time you've had an incident of actually falling?
Yeah, that's my first time.
Okay. Well, actually, what we're doing, looking over the records here, I've got some actual incidents that it seems like you've actually fallen several times in other places. And what I'm having to do here, ma'am, is let you know that I am not going to sign off on this at all. So the money that has been offered to you, I am no longer going to be, I'm not going to confirm this check to go out to you. I don't think that there's anything wrong with you. I don't think that you have a problem. I think that there's something that you deliberately did in one of our stores.
I could care less about what you think. What happened was the was on the floor. I fell. They gonna have to pay for the claim either way it go.
No, we're not going to. Actually, ma'am, what I'm going to have to do is get you to come down and sign an agreement.
I'm not coming nowhere.
Yes, I'm going to need you to come down and sign an agreement that you actually made this whole thing up. And I need that in writing with your signature.
I'm not coming nowhere.
Look, ma'am, I don't care if you come down or I have to come down and haul your ass in, because I'm not signing over a check to you for somebody that deliberately laid down in the floor and act like something was wrong with them.
You're lying, deliberately done a thing.
How exactly did...
It was witnesses. You need to talk to them.
I've spoken to every witness, and you know what, ma'am?
You haven't spoken to every witness because my friend was there. You haven't spoken to her.
There's a lot of people that assume that you're lying.
Well, I don't care what they assume.
Ma'am, let me explain something. We can take this thing further. I even have you on video, actually deliberately laying down in the middle of the floor as if you have actually slipped.
I know you're lying.
No,
now
I'm not.
I know you're lying.
No, I am not, ma'am. And
now
listen, we're not going to give you $2,000. We're not going to give you $2.
What's your name?
My name is Brad with the A&C department.
Well, you won't be having a job too much for long because you a fool.
No, I'm not a fool. I want to make sure that you understand. I want to make sure that you understand that this is not something. I want to make sure you understand that this is not something that you can do or continue to do. Now, I want to hear it out of your mouth. You tell me, did you lay down on that floor deliberately?
You crazy. you think I'm finna sit here and tell you I deliberately laid down in a floor?
Am I crazy? Am I crazy for you to sit here and tell me the truth?
I accidentally fell. That's it. That's all.
No.
That's
you
all I know.
deliberately laid down on that floor, and you're deliberately trying to get $2,000 worth of money that does not belong to you.
Well, you just review the damn tape then, and you'll see what happens.
Would you like for me to get authorities to come over, ma'am, and bring you in? Because what we're...
I don't give a who you get. You get whoever you want to get.
If I need to send authorities down there, ma'am, to
Okay,
bring
well, you send them over here. I'm not scared of them either.
I don't think I'm not.
What
I'm
they
not.
gonna do?
They're going to bring you in, and you're going to sign this form I have that you deliberately laid down on that floor.
You a fool.
The nerve of you, black people.
I'm not coming in. I'm not signing nothing. Now what you talking about? I don't know. I ain't never heard this you talking about.
Now I want you to bring your little narrow black behind in here so we can get this stuff rectified. Is what I want done.
Are you crazy or deaf or you ain't the sharpest tool in the shed? I tell you that. I am not coming in. I don't know what I would have to come in for.
I want you to sign a form that you deliberately laid down on this floor, and it was all fictitious.
Now, why the would I do something like that and then go to jail?
Why would you lay down in the floor in the first place when you knew nothing was wrong?
I told you I didn't do that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
You're
did. It was in front of you. I could look you in your eyes and tell when you're lying.
I told you. I told you what happened. That's it. That's all. Bye.
Hey, can I say? Let me say one more. Hello? Call her right back.
Hello.
Ma'am, I don't want to continue to go back and forth with you.
Look. You really pissed. Look, I told you what happened. I'm not going to keep on telling you that. I don't know why the you keep calling me. Let me speak to your damn supervisor.
Let me say, well, first of all, ma'am, first of all, I am the supervisor. This is what I want. I think we can get this.
Look, what the I'm going to come in and sign what?
Here's what I want you to do. If you come down and sign it, I'll you go.
If you think I'm finna come and sign some papers saying I laid on the floor, it ain't none of that true. The was on the floor, I fell, that's it, that's all. Now, what the are you talking about?
Have you been drinking?
Have you been drinking?
Are you listening?
Have you been drinking?
I want to
drinking got to do with anything. What I do on my own personal time is my business.
Can I say one more thing?
Drinking? Don't keep calling me with that.
Okay, I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'll let you go.
My back still hurt, and you talking about you ain't gonna give me no money. You crazy? I am gonna get some money. They should have had that up off the floor. Then I wouldn't be having to go through none of this. You have I been drinking?
Glenda, I'm gonna say one more thing to you, and then I'm gonna let you go.
What?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your brother JT.
Who did it? James.
James, baby, James.
I don't know. Yeah, James, I'm gonna get him when he get home. Who is this?
This is Nephew Tommy. How you doing, baby? You stand your ground, baby.
Second, huh?
Stand your ground, baby. Stand it. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. My pressure was going up a little bit, but now I'm fine now.
And everybody here at the Steve Harvey Morning Show, we love you, Glenda.
Okay, thank you. I love you too.
All right, nephew, thank you as always. Oh, my God. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so the next James Bond movie is more woke than ever. Now, this is according to Steve Harvey FM. British actress Lashana Lynch will be handed the title of the new 007.
A woman?
Let's go.
Yeah. Now, she'll have the number. She'll have the number. They haven't officially named a James Bond just yet because we're still hoping for Idris Elba. But this is a great start. A black woman as 007 in this movie coming up with Daniel Craig. Yeah.
What's her name again?
Her name is Lashana Lynch. Lashana Lynch. Remember that number. She's that name. She's a British actress.
Some other stuff. I can't
yeah, she has. Avengers or something. Yeah. But anyway, she's a British actress. So I'm excited about that.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, not at all.
I am.
How could you be?
I always thought the new James Bond should be Lavelle Crawford. I don't know why, but
Well, he's getting his weight down for it too. Yeah.
I know they call me 00.
0000 if I'm here to do. I'm on a mission right now, and I gotta get over here and be a detective. But they ain't got no Waffle House in Paris. And I don't understand why they don't have a Waffle House over here.
Stupid.
So my first mission is gonna be to get a Waffle House over here so we can get scattered, smothered, and covered, dropped on the floor, and brought back to the plate.
Well, Bond is still going to be
Lavelle
Bond,
Crawford
like I
is
said.
007.
Played by Daniel Craig. We love Daniel Craig, too. But he's being replaced as 007 by a stunning woman, and we can't wait. Bond 25 is set to be. I've seen them all, too. I've seen them all. Mm-hmm.
That Daniel Craig a beast, man.
Oh, my God. He's so
Well,
good.
he's still James Bond.
Yeah, but he
Okay,
wants to
okay.
retire. Yeah.
Sean Connery is to me, is the
Quintessential, yeah.
real, to me. That's just.
But I love Daniel Craig, though. I am not mad at Daniel
I love
Craig
Daniel.
at
Ooh, I
all.
love me some Daniel
Yeah, I
Craig,
love Daniel
honey.
Craig.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yes. Roger
What
Moore.
about the one before Connery? Who was that?
Roger Moore?
Roger
Roger
Moore.
Moore
That's
was
what I'm
What do you
thinking.
mean?
Yeah, he-
Connery was the first Bond.
I thought
No, he
Roger
wasn't the
Moore
first
was.
one.
No.
No, he wasn't.
George
He wasn't the first.
Last
George.
Oh, Lansbury.
Something.
Yeah, George Lansbury. He used to play in
I don't know, but
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Talking about Lorraine Hansberry, bro.
okay.
He was-
really?
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Bond 25, as I said, is
Black
set to be
Bond.
released in theaters April 8th, 2020. So
Nice.
get ready for
Oh,
that.
good.
Great.
Get
So
ready
normally
for
Black
that.
Bond means you got to get somebody out of jail, but this is great. This is a good move. This is-
It's okay to
She's
get Bond.
007. She's 007.
Yeah, she is.
Difference.
Yeah. All right. Well, in other entertainment news, Lil Nas X's Old Town Road featuring Billy Ray Cyrus has been #1 now for 14 weeks. Congratulations to him, to them. And now he's giving fans a new reason to listen to the song. Lil Nas X just released a new remix. And that's not all. He's already has his sights set on another star for another remix of the song. He tweeted out, "Okay, Mariah Carey, let's get this remix in." And while she didn't say yes, she did playfully tweet out a picture of herself in a cowboy hat with the caption, "One Sweet Town Road."
Okay.
Oh, one
Yeah.
sweet day.
All right, Mariah.
That would be cute. That would
That's
be
cute.
cute.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
That definitely would be cute.
I like Lil Nas
Mhm.
X. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that
yeah.
song.
Yeah,
Do
and
the
all
dance.
the
Yeah,
kids love it, and yeah.
Oh, man.
That song was a hit.
Oh,
Everybody loves
for
it.
14
Yeah,
weeks.
it's been #1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
hard. Captain
Yeah,
Obvious.
14 weeks. All right, listen, Jay, it's time for the news, please.
All right, everybody, it's time for the news with Miss Ann Tripp.
Thanks, Jay. Good morning, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. President Trump insists he's not a racist, although he's currently under fire for tweeting that progressive Democrat congresswomen should go back where they came from. The ones he seems to be referring to are Black, Hispanic, and Arabic. And yesterday, Trump doubled down on his tweet saying that he doesn't mind if racists like what he's saying. And Congresswoman Ilhan Omar clapped back.
Many people agree with me. And all I'm saying, they want to leave, they can leave. Now, it doesn't say leave forever.
Every single statement that we make is from a place of extreme love for every single person in this country. It is part of the mandate of why we ran for office and why we got elected.
By the way, Ilhan Omar was born in Somalia but was made a citizen when she was a teenager. The other 3 women were born in America, in the U.S. Some people are calling Trump racist in chief on social media. Immigrant activists, meanwhile, say they're going to sue to block a new Trump administration rule that would get rid of asylum protections for most migrants who arrive in the U.S. via the Mexico border. The new rules take effect today. Under it, most migrants who pass through another country on their way to the U.S. would be ineligible for asylum. That would effectively put an end to asylum protection for migrants, say, from Central America, because they have to stop, at the border in Mexico as they make their trek here. So they're saying you would have to stop there and get asylum, and you can't go any further. The ACLU plans to challenge is saying it's extreme and patently unlawful. Protesters gathered in Washington, D.C. yesterday try push for the U.S. Department of Justice to file charges against the Staten Island, New York cop responsible for Eric Garner's death. Tomorrow, the deadline for the federal government to open a case over Mr. Garner's death, which the medical examiner did rule a homicide. Eric Garner, a grandfather, was suspected of selling loose cigarettes cigarettes on the street. That was it. And was surrounded and arrested by at least 4 cops, with a 5th, Daniel Pantaleo, putting him in an illegal chokehold while other cops jumped on top of him, even as he kept saying, "I can't breathe." The Staten Island jury declined to indict Pantaleo, but he awaits a decision from a departmental trial. Hawk Newsom, the president of Black Lives Matter, says if no charges are filed by today, quote, "we'll shut down the city." Newsom tells ABC that every Democratic politician is running around talking about immigration. He says, "We care about immigration, but they forgot about Black Lives Matter." The House, meanwhile, votes on whether to officially condemn President Trump over his leave the country remarks, by the way, later on. R. Kelly doing a federal court in Chicago today. Sad news from the world of boxing. Pernell Whitaker has been run over and killed at age 55. Authorities say Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, hit by a vehicle on a corner of Virginia Beach on Sunday night, pronounced dead at the scene. He won 4 world titles, 4 world division titles, and he also had a gold medal at the 1984 Olympics. Today, National Guinea Pig Day. They like to do lots of things. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, R. Kelly's girlfriends or alleged sex slaves did a video from his condo, and they say they are fine. Joycelyn Savage and Azriel Clary set the record straight on where they've been since R. Kelly was arrested, and they say nothing has changed. They even give a glimpse of the view from the high-rise apartment showing off the Chicago skyline. Take a listen to this.
We actually just read an article saying that we were evicted from the Trump and saying that, we were under emergency living and all kinds of stuff like that. We just wanted to let you guys know that that is not true. We are here. We are at the Trump. And Joyce's parents are all over social media.
Yeah, they know where I'm at.
Yeah, we've been here at the Trump. We've been here for years. We move freely. We come and go freely. We actually just left out this morning, and nobody said anything to us. No one stopped us. No one, harassed us or anything like that. So, we just wanted to clear that up and let you guys know that that is fake news, and do not believe everything that you hear.
Can I make a prediction?
What about everything we see? I tape.
I hope y'all looking for boxes, because y'all ain't going to be that long, I'm telling you.
Wow. You mean in that apartment?
In that apartment.
In that apartment. They're not going to be that long. It's not going to happen.
Wow.
I don't believe it.
I mean, the tape shows that they're okay, and you know where they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not hiding as to where they are. Her parents, Miss Savage's parents, were all on social media. Where is my daughter? There she is, right there.
Yeah. At the Trump Tower?
Yeah.
On video.
They're the Trump. That's what they said. They're the Trump.
Yeah,
that's
Trump.
what it
yeah.
is. Yeah, in Chicago.
The Trump.
All right,
sad.
Yeah, it really is. And R. Kelly
It
was
is
arrested
sad.
last Thursday. We all remember that, on new federal charges, including racketeering and sex trafficking and obstruction of justice. Of course, that's on top of the state charges he's already facing in Cook County in Chicago. So he's got a lot of charges, and like we were saying yesterday, and people continue to say, if he's convicted, he's going to see some prison time.
If he's found guilty, he should.
Yeah, absolutely.
He should.
100%.
It's just so sad to see those girls.
Yeah.
Carla, that documentary is what really...
Very disturbing.
Surviving R. Kelly.
Yeah, put this on Front Street.
People didn't know. And we were fans of his music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And did they say anything about the suicide pact they supposedly had in this new interview that we heard? They didn't say anything
No, they
about
didn't
it.
bring that up.
Yeah.
Well,
because we heard about that yesterday, where the girls said if anything happens to R. Kelly, they had a suicide pact, which was crazy and sad and unbelievable.
One set of parents didn't believe it, and the other set of parents did. So.
Yeah. We have to. Whew. Anyway, all right, we're going to move on.
They need prayer, too.
Yeah, they do.
We got prayer for
Yes,
them.
they do.
They're victims. Yes, they are.
Coming up next at 34 after the hour, trending political news. The 4 Democratic congresswomen respond to Donald Trump's racially charged tweets. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In trending political news, we told you about the president's racially charged tweet telling 4 congresswomen of color to go back to where they came from. Yesterday, the 4 Democratic congresswomen held a news conference at the Capitol to respond to the president. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from New York, Ilhan Omar from Minnesota, and Rashida Tlaib from Michigan. Also, Ayanna Presley from Massachusetts all responded. Presley said, "I encourage the American people and all of us in this room and beyond to not take this bait." Omar said the president's agenda is the agenda of white nationalists. Ocasio-Cortez had a message for American children. No matter what the president says, this country belongs to you and it belongs to everyone. Representative Tlaib said the president's attacks are simply a continuation of his racist and xenophobic playbook. Wow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying this is a distraction because of what's going on at the border as well. You know,
Not only the border, all the other stuff he said he was going to do.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah. It's a distraction for all of that. It's bad. This is bad.
This is very bad.
Yeah, this is horrible. Ocasio-Cortez is from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
So. So
they're all, 3 of them are from the United States, except one was born out of this country. But the problem is, not one Republican has said anything.
Nobody has said anything.
Well, she was born in Somalia, and she became a citizen when she was a teenager.
Teenager, right?
Yeah.
She's a citizen.
She's a citizen. She's a citizen.
This is scandal for real.
This is.
Oh, the TV show?
This is scandal for real.
He keep one going. He keep one going.
Scandal in House of Cards.
Right in there. Right in there.
And
only 10 times worse.
And racism. This is
blatant.
It's definitely racism.
Pretty much.
Go back to where you come from.
Yeah, people heard that back in the day. You know, that's what they were saying to all the blacks back in the day, and everybody. They always say, "Go back to where you come from."
But I mean, you know, it's one thing. It's and it's one thing, Jay, that he said it. But the fact that he's comfortable in saying stuff like that, like it's okay for these things to come out of his mouth.
What are other Republicans saying about this?
Nothing. Like we just said, they aren't saying anything.
Nobody said one word.
Not one?
No.
Damn.
No.
Have you heard of Republicans?
Are you surprised?
No. No.
Are you
surprised? Lindsey Graham used to have a set, but he lost his. I don't know what happened to him, man.
Set.
He had a set of them,
but you know, as much as Trump has talked about his best friend, may he rest in peace, John McCain.
John McCain.
Lindsey Graham ain't said nothing.
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 No.
Not one
He
word.
didn't say anything about.
He didn't even stand up for his boy. You know that. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
You're right.
Wait
You're
a
right.
minute.
Come
this
on,
is
man.
your friend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your dead friend. That I mean,
Yes.
come on.
And your best. They were besties. Yeah.
They were best friends. Yeah. So that's.
But I really hope that Lindsey Graham is
disappointing.
up for re-election, and there's a young man in South Carolina that's running against him, and I really hope he beats his pants off. And I think his last name is Allen. I'm not sure, but I gave him
that's your home
$1,000.
state, huh, Jay?
That's my home state. I really hope he beats the dog mess out of Lindsey Graham and get him out of there because he needs to go. He really needs to go.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. No.
Well, I mean, you know, the cure to that, the answer for that, we have to
Vote.
vote. We have to register.
We got to vote.
And then we have to vote. If we're not registered, if we've moved, if we've changed our addresses, all of that, we have to register again, and then we have to vote.
I don't know how you can sit back and watch this and not vote when it's time. If you sat back and watched this last 2.5, 3 years, surely you're going to be trying to vote.
Motivated.
Right.
You should be running. To the polls. You should be open the
Man, you ought to be out there. You know how they be out there for tickets to a concert, Carla, just sitting in a lawn chair.
Yes.
Or like when you're getting some Jordans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
be
new
lined up.
Kanye's or the new iPhone. You know how you line up all that? Yeah. I'm going to need you to.
All right, well, I did find one Republican, Representative Fred Upton of Michigan. He was among those who said he was appalled by the president's tweets. There's no excuse. So,
well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's one out of how many, though?
All right. If you're as mad as we are, please keep the comments coming on all social media at Steve Harvey FM. Switching gears, nephew up next with a prank phone call for today, coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, there's no way he can meet my family. Right now, though, the nephew is up.
What's wrong now?
With today's prank phone call. Or I'm going to let you know, Jay. Nephew's here with today's prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
Well, Shirley, you know, there comes a time when you know you're going to pass away.
Mm-hmm.
But the church has this thing called Make-A-Wish Ministry.
Mm-hmm.
And you can call the church, and sometimes they will try to fill that void. They will fill that wish that you have. They will grant you that wish. This is Make-A-Wish Ministry. Come on, Cat.
New Baptist, this is Terrence. May I help you, please?
Brother Terrence?
Yeah.
How you doing? I got your number. You with the over the church? You with the Make-A-Wish Ministry?
Yes, I am. I may help you.
Well, listen, I'm actually I'm terminally ill, brother Terrence, and I don't, you know, as far as what the doctors tell me, it could be 6 months or another year, but I know my time here is definitely limited, you know.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but we're definitely here to help you out with whatever you need or whatever we can help you with. So what can we do for you?
Well, you know, I truly believe that sometimes people have, you know, I seen one of them old movies they got where they got a bucket list or whatever they call it, you know, with people trying to do things before they leave here. I guess I just sitting around trying to figure out what I could do and what I wanted to do before I left this world and went on to what he has for me next. You know, I don't believe in doing anything unless it's prayed on first.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't mind, maybe you can, you know, before I even tell you my wish, we pray that the wish will come true. You mind doing anything like that?
Oh, no, I don't mind praying. That's what we're here for. Bow your head with me.
Yes, sir.
Is your head bowed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
Father God, we come to you in the humblest way we know how.
Yeah.
Lord, we ask you to touch this young man in every which way he hurt. And then we ask you to deliver him for whatever is going on with him. And let him know that we, the church, is here to help him with whatever his needs is in his last days. In Jesus' name I pray. Say amen with me.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
God's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Amen.
Now, you a member of the church here of New?
Well, I was a member. I still consider myself a member. It's just been quite some time, probably over a year and a half, 2 years since I've been able to come, you know, due to my illness. But definitely I was a member there.
Well, that's all right. We're not worried about all that. We just here to take care of your last and final wish. That's what our ministry is for. You know, we helps people with anything they need, you know, like
what all, I mean, when people call and want things, what all of y'all help them with?
Well, we've helped them with their rent, take them to the store, help them with a utility bill, come out and cut the grass, anything like that they just can't do. Take them to the doctor's appointment, anything we'd like to help them with, we do exactly that.
Okay, well, I pretty much got those things taken care of. I think what I'd like to do between you and myself, Brother Tan, that I've never told anyone what I'm about to tell you. I've never been with a woman before.
Huh?
I'm 38, but I've never been with a woman.
Well, I guess that might be a blessing. You might be pure. That's a good thing.
Well, you know, but sometimes, you know, I guess before I leave, I guess that's a desire that I have. And what I wanted to ask you was, there is a lady there at the church.
Uh-huh.
And before I leave, I think that's the woman that I would actually like to be with.
Well, I don't know if Make-A-Wish Ministry can support that kind of stuff, but go ahead, let me hear.
Okay, the lady that I'm actually interested in actually she works at the church too.
Oh, really?
Well, now she's kind of a tall one. She's about 5'9", and she's probably about a size 8. Beautiful long legs, man, and sandy type of hair, sandy color, sandy brown, man. And I mean, she looked like caramel.
Hold on a minute. What's her name?
I think her name Linda.
Now, hold on. That's my wife. What you mean? Go ahead, say it.
Wait. Linda's your wife?
Yeah, that's my wife. You sorry.
Okay.
What do you mean? Talk.
Listen, y'all are a ministry. Now, if y'all supposed to be taking care of people on Make-A-Wish and taking care of what they want before they leave this world, if that's my wish, what is the problem?
Listen here, you done crossed every line there was about this ministry, so I don't give a damn about it no more. You talking about sleeping with my wife. If I see you, I'm going to do something to you. They ain't going to even be able to recognize you. So what the you talking about messing with my wife, son of a...
I'll call Miss Linda myself and see if she don't have a problem with helping me make my wish come true.
You go right ahead and call, and you won't call nobody else. That'll be the last call you make.
I thought y'all were here to relieve people so they can enjoy themselves before they leave this world.
You talking about sleeping with my wife. Are you crazy?
But if I'm finna leave here, ain't nobody gonna know but you and her.
I don't care if you die. I don't care. You ain't sleeping with my wife, and you fool with her, you probably gonna go ahead and die quicker than you need to.
I thought this was a ministry.
I don't care
now
what
you over there telling me about dying. Y'all supposed to be a ministry that helps people before they leave this world.
I don't care what it is, but you talking about sleeping with my wife. You got an illness, but something must be wrong with your brain talking about messing with my wife.
Ain't nobody gonna even know I've been with your wife once I'm gone. There ain't gonna be but the two of y'all. At least you would have helped me before I left
No,
here.
I can't help you with nothing. And let me tell you something. I'm not the preacher. I'm not the pastor. I'm not the deacon. I'm not none of them. But if you mess with my wife, you're going to know who I am. I'm going to be the Undertaker. Do you understand?
I hear what you're saying, but I got one more thing I need to tell you about who I am.
You ask it, you ignorant. Go ahead. Let me hear.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Linda got me to praise God.
No, y'all ain't.
Y'all need to
me,
pray
man.
you.
You wrong for that. Y'all ain't recording this, is you?
Man, it's recorded. Every last bit of it.
Lord have mercy. Pastor ain't gonna hear this, is he?
Oh, God. I got one more thing to ask
Lord.
you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
That might have been a little too far.
Yeah.
You think?
Never.
Too much.
The man's wife. The man's wife.
Well, you know, it come a time, though, Junior, when you're making I mean, Junior, the man gonna pass away. Ain't nobody gonna know. Some people are so selfish in life.
I'm with you, man. They're
And
just
that
hard to
bothers me.
please.
I just don't understand selfishness. Let somebody have something that's yours if they ain't gonna be here. They finna leave? Come on, man.
That's still
I have
wrong.
no words.
I'm like speechless
You
right
cannot
now.
say this
I have
time.
no words.
You can't go around saying
How
that.
could
Call
that
her
hurt you
call
if
her
the
some
man
woman-
is dead? Right.
Carla, some
Wait,
woman finna
wait.
pass away. Okay, Carla? Lady finna pass away. Ain't never
Uh-huh.
been with a man before. She probably got, a week on her deathbed. Got a week. She wants to go on and experience. She asked for Tosh. You ain't gonna let her have it. Just let her have it.
Have you lost your mind? my husband, Precious, you're going to have to die.
All right, you're just gonna die. All right, listen. Thank you, nephew. Oh God. Coming up next
thank him,
is
Shirley.
I
Don't
know,
thank
right?
him.
No, thank you, nephew. Coming up next is Strawberry Letter's subject. There is no way he can meet my family. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, today. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. So, subject is, there's no way he can meet my family. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a 27-year-old woman, and I've been dating a 29-year-old man for a year. We met in graduate school and immediately hit it off. He wants to start a business, and I'm in the medical field, so we both have big dreams and aspirations. We have talked about a future together, and I can see myself with him forever. But there's a big part of my life that I've been keeping from him. It's my ghetto family. I grew up in the hood, and when I went to college, I promised myself that I was going to do better for myself and have a different kind of life. All of my family still lives in the hood and have no goals or plans to leave. My family prefers to have our cookouts in the front yard. Junior. And all of our relatives just pull right up and park on our grass. My dad fixes cars in our driveway as a side hustle, and you can always hear the loud music blasting from the car he's working on. My dad is stuck in his soul brother stage, so he's always trying to be cool, and it's embarrassing. My mom loves to shop in trendy stores for teenagers, so she always has on an outfit that is not suitable for her body type or her age. I've spent my entire adult life trying to overcome the way I was raised. And I've asked my family to do better, but they think I'm the one with the issues because I don't fit in anymore. My boyfriend asked to go home with me soon to meet my family, and I have run out of excuses. I'm afraid he'll be scared away because he does not want to marry into a family like mine. On the other hand, I may need to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he can overlook them. Should I warn him first? Do you think he'll run once he sees them? I have tried to talk to my family, but it's pointless. Help me. Help. All right. Yeah, if one thing you learn on this show, we tell you all the time, you cannot change other people. You can only change yourself. And it looks like you're doing that. You're trying to change yourself, break out of, your lifestyle, your hood, the ghetto, whatever you're, trying to do, and you say better yourself. So I commend you for that, for trying to better yourself. I'm proud of you for all of your accomplishments. You're going to grad school, you're in the medical field, and I'm really happy that you found love, especially if you want to spend the rest of your life with this person. Now, I have to tell you, okay, so what, you came from the hood. You don't have to stay in the hood. You don't have to be ghetto all your life. If you don't have to do that. You can go out and make a life for yourself and still love your family and be a part of your family. Just embrace who you are, all of who you are. Do not be ashamed of who you are or where you came from. It's okay, and it's okay to let your boyfriend meet your family. It's all right. He's not marrying your family. He's marrying you. All right, and you guys have to have these kinds of conversations. But yeah, this, just because you were raised this way or born this way, just because your family is like that, you could be different. I was different in my family. I mean, we were all the different ones, I'm sure, in our family for one reason or another. Just because you don't approve of them, it's okay. It's okay. Let them be. Let them be who they are, and you just be who you are. Don't try to be anything you're not. Just, it's okay to improve yourself, and that's what you're trying to do. So yeah, bring him over, let him meet the family, and go from there. If he really loves you, then it won't matter who your family is. Like I said, he's not marrying them, he's marrying you. Junior?
No, don't let him meet the family. I got plenty of experience in this. No,
I knew you were gonna say
you
that.
You have to let him meet the family in a confined space, like an event. They cannot be in their natural habitat. It's gonna scare this boy. Like, they got to meet him at like a funeral or something. Don't let them just be at the yard.
That's the worst.
If they just in the yard doing them, it's gonna be very bad. I have this problem. I have a sister I have to tell you about. When you meet me, I tell you, go meet the family. I have to warn you that my sister's gonna be there. I got a cousin who don't bathe. I got to let you know this up front, because you're going to ask, what is that smell? And he had just walked by. So I have to tell you about this. I do have a cousin that looks at the wall for no reason. I don't know why. He been doing it all his life. Don't ask no question. No, he not crazy. He just like looking at the wall. We do have a little cousin that's like 9, like to jump in women's lap and raise up and reach for them. Yes, we call him Little Baby Hooker. Little Baby Hooker, get your ass down. We have to say this.
What?
Yes. Get down. You have to know about Little Baby Hooker, because he's going to jump in your lap and reach for your breast. He's going to do that. Little Baby Hooker, get down. We have to say this. Yes. Yes, we have an auntie who's going to sit her teeth on the table. Yes, I have one. Don't worry about it. These people. So, yes, you have to warn him. You cannot let him go over there and see them fools in their natural habitat. I do have a cousin that like to talk to you in just dark places. That's it. He don't like talking in light. He like to whisper. But these people do exist. You need to know these people.
You have such an interesting.
No, you need to know them because when you see them,
they actually exist.
when you see them, then you can be like, "That's the one he told me about." So don't act like I ain't tell you.
Okay, you have been warned.
That boy ain't bathed in about 5 years, but when he walked by, your nostrils gonna be so far on fire, I swear. What was that? And it's not the food. It's not.
But can I just tell you, I love Lil Baby Hooker.
Yeah, Lil Baby Hooker, get down. He run up in every woman's lap. Get down. This boy can have charges. I just want you to know, yes, you got to warn. These people exist.
All right, listen, we're going to hear from Jay and Tommy at 23 after the hour when we come back for part 2 of the Strawberry Letter subject. There's no way he can meet my family. Coming up right after this.
Little Baby Hooker, that's your grandmother.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. And the subject is called, There's No Way He Can Meet My Family. 27-year-old young lady called. She's dating a 29-year-old man. They're both upwardly mobile. They're in graduate school. He's planning on starting a business. She's in the medical field. They both have big dreams and aspirations. They like each other a lot and want to have a future together. He wants to meet her family. She's made every excuse possible to see that that doesn't happen because she says her family is ghetto. They still live in the hood. They have no goals or plans to leave. Her family prefers to have cookouts in the front yard. All the relatives come up, park on the grass. Dad is stuck in Soul Brother stage, always trying to be cool. It's embarrassing. Mom wears teenage clothes, not age appropriate, she says. And she's afraid that if she introduces her, significant other to her family, that he may run. But I think if he really loves her, even if he meets the family, he'll stick around. Junior says absolutely warn him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jay, what do you say?
I say, just like you were saying, Shirley and Junior, this is a testimonial of your love. He needs to meet these people, and then he needs to meet them without you setting him up of what he's going to see. That way, he can ask questions as to what he sees. Like,
oh, you want that shock value.
Yeah, that shock value. Like, how come your auntie got a mustache? See, he has to ask you that question. He has to ask you, how come the back of the dog don't have no hair on him? Why is that like that? He needs to, and then you have to explain this part of your family. He has to ask you, how come y'all got a washer and a dryer on the front porch? What is that? How y'all got that? How come your aunt got earrings the size 22 on her ear and she got glitter on her lips? Who is this woman? See, she needs to explain all these surprise relatives. She needs to find out why you have an uncle who sits in the living room in a hospital bed who just wakes up and starts yelling out stuff, right? She needs to answer all these questions. She needs to ask him, how come y'all got a TV, but there's no TV in there? Y'all put a little flower arrangement on the inside of there. I need to...
Just the frame.
You got to know. You got to ask these questions.
You got to ask these questions.
That visual is crazy, Jay.
I love it.
He needs to know, how come y'all got a deep freezer in the living room? I need to know, why is it sitting right there in the damn living room? And until she shocks this boy and tests her love, she will never, never, never know if he loves her.
Right.
Now, if he leaves, he ain't in love. But if he stays there and you answer all these questions, that's the one.
That's it. That's right.
That's it.
All right, thank you, Jay. Nephew, you're up. There's
up.
no way he
Okay.
can meet my family. That is the subject.
I think you got to prepare this man before he meets the family. But, I want you to do it in a Tommy way. You're going to have to act this thing out, okay? So you got to get up underneath that car, and you got to be your daddy first, and you got to give it to him the way you know your daddy going to give me that radiator out of there and bring it over here. You know what? I thought it was that drive shaft, but that ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. That ain't what it is. You know what? I put that clutch in there. I took that clutch out, but I think it's that manifold. That manifold. That might be what it is. That ain't what it is. Boy, my cigarette, then when I bring my cigarette back over here, look at him. All right, this what we gonna do. We're gonna take the whole gas can out. Just take the whole gas tank out. All right? I'm gonna fix it where you can charge it up. It's gonna be better than a Tesla when I get through with it. Look,
Better
hold on,
than a Tesla?
Is that my baby girl?
Uh-huh.
That's my baby girl.
Hey,
Hold on, wait a
Daddy.
minute. Wait a minute. Oh, look at here, baby girl, baby girl. Look at is this the young blood you talking about? What's up, young blood?
Yes, Daddy.
Oh, cool breed. Look at you, baby. Yeah. They call me Cat Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You know how they do. You know, it's two different kind of people in this world. Different people with guns and people with butter. You feel what I'm telling you? You know where I'm coming from. Now, look here. I don't know if you're hungry, but we're going to have a fish fry right here in the yard. Man, we got some crappie. We got some perch in here. We're going to get it. We're going to get this. Now, if you don't want no fish, we're going to be grilling some turkey neck. Well, we grill some turkey neck around here. Boy. So let me tell you something. There was some, good God Almighty, you my girl, baby boy. Look at you, boy. Let me, what's your name here, young blood? What's your name, young blood?
She's so embarrassed. She is so
Oh man, it is what it is. You know, you know the rules, pretty Tony. You know how it goes. Yeah.
She wants
so
to
I'm
kill
gonna keep it
herself
coming
now.
with you, baby. You always welcome here. You always welcome, but you always welcome in the front yard. Don't go in the backyard. Backyard ain't got a damn thing to do with you. Don't be in the backyard. Cause we got stuff growing in the backyard. We don't want to catch you in the backyard. Look at my baby. You see my baby? Look at her dressed in that forever
Dad,
21. I got my baby in that forever 21. Look at my baby. Go ahead. My baby got her jump on from forever 21.
Daddy, stop! You're embarrassing me. Good job, Tommy.
That wasn't gonna happen.
You did everything but say, try it now, when you were under that car.
And the young blood? All right.
All right, listen, you can email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter. You've heard ours. Go to Steve Harvey FM, or you can check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 after the hour, a little bit of Comedy Roulette right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, time now for Comedy Roulette. Take it away.
It's very simple. Take 3 subjects, put them on the wheel, spin the wheel. Where the wheel stop, we'll do the damn thing because we's all comedians.
Here we go. Excuses you make when you are on a road trip and you know you don't have any money. Things you say when you forget your boo's birthday. Things men say when they're not sure if it's their baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
And things people whisper when they say you're swirling or dating outside your race. Okay, spin it. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Spin it.
This will be interesting.
Oh, I was hoping it wouldn't stop on this one, but I'm glad it did. Things men say when they're not sure if it's their baby. Ooh.
All right, I'm starting out. Okay, I need to know why the baby white. That's what I need to know. I need to know why the baby white.
I'll tell you what. I know he got my head. That's it. I don't see no more me in there. That's it. I'm not sure about this.
I'm just gonna say this right here. If the baby ain't playing on the phone, making prank phone calls, how you think that baby mad? Ain't no way in here that baby ain't. That baby don't even go toward the phone. Stop.
Okay. Things men say when they sure the baby ain't theirs. Okay, here we go. Now let's just eliminate it. I ain't got no freckles, and you ain't got no freckles. So where the hell the freckles come from? That's what I need to know.
I know that baby ain't mine. His voice deeper than mine. Ain't nowhere in the world. That's my baby.
That baby got a full head of hair, and I'm bald headed. Really? Come on here, man. Really?
All right, come on, Jay.
That is a mighty small nose to be my damn baby.
I'll tell you what.
What?
Ain't nobody in the family knock-knee but him. How that's mine?
He knock-knee.
I'm just gonna go and tell you right now, I changed that baby diaper and ain't no way in hell. He ain't no miles. Ain't no way in hell he'll mile.
Oh, it's a boy. Is that what you're trying to say?
Look at the hands on that baby. They look like baseball mitts. That ain't my damn baby.
Oh, here go one, Jay. You know she was seeing me and Calvin at the same time. You know that, don't you? So it's got to be between me and Calvin. It just ain't necessarily bi.
All right, thank you guys. Okay, DNA all around, DNA.
All right.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, trending video viral news, plus Bluebell ice cream liquors. All right, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In trending video viral news, people are licking Bluebell ice cream so they can go viral, and the police have had enough, they say. Last week, what is going on?
I'm sure Bluebell had enough. This is a damn shame.
So last week, a video went viral of a young lady licking Bluebell ice cream and putting it back on the shelf.
Who do that?
Yeah, who does that?
Huh? The authorities have found this young lady in Lufkin, Texas, but now there are copycats, okay? And law enforcement officials from all over the country have warned the public not to lick ice cream and put it back. One official said it's illegal. It's a health risk to others. We will pursue anyone we see doing this. You will be charged, officials said. Health experts also warned consumers to be cautious because saliva could contain germs and bacteria. Really?
Right.
Okay, as rhinovirus, the flu, hepatitis B and C, and bacteria, etc., etc., etc. Come on now. Since the incident, Bluebell said that they are considering putting another protectant seal around the containers. They need to. Also, just a reminder that tampering with a consumer product can be punished by prison terms of from 2 to 20 years and up to $10,000 in fines. Hopefully that will stop it. Bluebell.
Come on, man.
Attention shoppers.
Here we go.
Attention shoppers. We're having a sale on ice cream that's already been lit.
So stupid.
Over in aisle 2.
But you know that.
I don't want no pre-licked ice cream.
But you know there's going to be someone, some cheap person who wants to save a buck or two.
Gonna throw their whole health down the drain.
Or, Shirley, it's going to be a store that say, we done scraped off the top.
Yeah.
And we got it back clean for you, so y'all can come on and get this for half price.
You don't need to catch this sale. Trust me, you can't lick these prices.
Man.
I love me some Bluebell ice cream.
You know me.
Bluebell.
You know their slogan, don't you?
What is it?
We eat all we eat all we can and we sell the rest.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
That's their slogan, right?
That's it.
great
Yeah.
slogan.
And it's
Yeah.
great ice cream, too.
It is delicious.
It is, man.
They
They got to stop
actually,
doing this.
They actually sent a guy to jail who actually purchased the ice cream, but then he decided to go and lick it and get it on video.
I
and
saw
they,
him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
just
They
for the
locked him up.
challenge.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy.
Still got your butt
You
taken.
definitely don't want to go to jail for licking ice cream. That's one thing you don't want to go to jail.
So
Okay.
what you in for, man?
Man,
what you
I'm
in
licking
for,
ice
brother?
cream, man. I'm licking ice cream, man.
Ah, you licking. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Robert, come here, man.
Let me go down this list of what you can catch.
Again.
So people can just know. Okay.
Don't do that.
The flu, hepatitis B and C, all kinds of bacteria. Then you can get a prison term from 2 to 20 years and up to $10,000 in fines. Okay, think
So
about
stop.
that before you go licking ice cream.
Don't nobody want no hepatitis vanilla. That's you know how nasty.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't.
I'm sorry.
That is just. And vanilla is my favorite flavor, especially Bluebell
love it.
homemade vanilla.
Yes, homemade
Yeah.
vanilla. baby.
chip.
Butter pecan.
Yeah, but I
Oh, I
think if
love-
you can make vanilla, you can make anything.
Anything. Yeah, I
Anything.
love Rocky Road. That's my
Oh, my
favorite.
God.
But
Rocky Road's good.
They do need that protectant seal
Yeah, they do.
around that. They're behind.
They start
on
locking
that.
it up, Carl. They start locking it up. You have
Yeah, I heard
to
they
ask
put
somebody to go
us-
back there and get the ice cream, right?
Yeah, security
Are
guards.
you serious?
back-
You got to
Yeah,
ask for ice
uh-huh,
cream
yeah.
now?
Okay.
Yeah.
See what y'all
I
done
heard
did?
that too.
Well,
That's like
they
the
lock
expensive
Tide,
wine. You know, you got to get somebody
Yeah.
to come unlock it.
Tide, condoms.
Make them
That's
show
embarrassing.
ID. Make them
And them
show ID.
razors. And them razors, Jake.
And condoms. We need a price
I
check
heard
from the old
too.
man who wants condoms. Okay, really? You don't have to do that.
You ain't gotta do all that.
You ain't got to say all that. Everybody see all that.
Coming up, more music, more fun, more stupidity from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We'll be back in 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, before we went to break, we were talking about this. I'm calling it a scandal because it is a scandal as far as I'm concerned. There's this viral video that's trending where people are actually licking Bluebell ice cream and putting it back on the shelves. All right, this is dangerous. It's nasty. You can get all kinds of bacteria and diseases, hepatitis B and C, the flu, bacteria, and you can get fined up to $10,000 and sent to jail from 2 to 20 years. So there
okay,
you
know
go.
what? I think I got the solution.
What, Tommy?
Yeah, because they're trying to copycat off the girl that did it.
Here's what we should do.
Okay,
From
what?
Lufkin.
We should have ice cream police.
I like it.
I like it.
And they
I
at
like
the
it.
supermarket, they don't have no guns or nothing, but they got real long, thick belts. And you just get your ass whooped right there by that freezer. You know what I'm saying? Right there,
That's one way.
soon as you start licking that ice cream, we're going to whoop that ass right there in that floor.
Lick it, see what happened to your ass. Go ahead, lick it. Come on, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's all they have are belts and megaphones.
Belts and megaphone, that's all they need. Whoop that ass. I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's summertime. I'm serious about my ice cream. That is like my favorite food, hands down.
Every lick is 10 licks on that ass. That's what I'm talking about.
A lick for a lick. Yeah.
Put that on social media.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. We'll be back with more trending news at 33 after the hour. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We'll be back at 33 after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So the next James Bond movie is more woke than ever. Now, this is according to Steve Harvey FM. British actress Lashana Lynch will be handed the title of the new 007.
A woman?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
now,
go.
she'll have the number. She'll have the number. They haven't officially named a James Bond just yet because we're still hoping for Idris Elba. But this is a great start. A black woman as 007 in this movie coming up with Daniel Craig. Yeah.
What's her name again?
Her name is Lashana Lynch. Lashana Lynch. Remember that number. She's that name. She's a British
been in
actress.
some other stuff. I can't
yeah,
think
she
of
has.
it.
Marvel
Avengers
movies.
or something. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, she's a British actress. So I'm excited about that.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, not at all.
I am.
How could you be?
I always thought the new James Bond should be Lavelle Crawford. I don't know why, but
Well, he's getting his weight down for it too. Yeah.
I know they call me 0000. I'm here to do. I'm on a mission right now, and I gotta get over here and be a detective. But they ain't got no Waffle House in Paris. I don't understand why they don't have a Waffle House over here.
Stupid.
So my first mission is gonna be to get a Waffle House over here so we can get scattered, smothered, and covered, dropped on the floor, and brought back to the plate.
Well, Bond is still going to be
Lavelle
Bond,
Crawford
like I
is
said.
007.
Played by Daniel Craig. We love Daniel Craig, too. But he's being replaced as 007 by a stunning woman, and we can't wait. Bond 25 is set to be. I've seen them all, too. I've seen them all.
That Daniel Craig a beast, man.
Oh, my God. He's so
Well,
good.
he's still James Bond.
Yeah, but he
Okay,
wants to
okay.
retire. Yeah.
Sean Connery is to me, is the
Quintessential, yeah.
Yeah, to me. That's just.
But I love Daniel Craig, though. I am not
I know
mad
that.
at
Don't get me
Daniel
wrong.
Craig
Ooh,
at
I
all.
love me some Daniel
yeah, I
Craig.
love Daniel
I
Craig.
like Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yes. Roger
What
Moore.
about the one before Connery? Who was that?
Roger Moore.
Roger
Roger
Moore.
Moore
That's
was
what I'm
good.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, he
Connery was the first Bond.
I thought
No, he
Roger
wasn't the
Moore
first
was.
one. No, he wasn't.
George
He wasn't the first.
George.
something, yeah.
Oh, Lansbury.
Something.
Yeah, George Lansbury. They used to play in
I don't know, but
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Talking about Lorraine Hansberry, brother.
okay.
He was-
really?
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, Bond 25, as I said, is
Black
set to be
Bond.
released in theaters April 8th, 2020. So
Nice.
get ready for
Oh,
that.
good.
Great.
Get
So
ready
normally
for
Black
that.
Bond means you got to get somebody out of jail, but this is great. This is a good move. This is-
It's okay to
She's
get Bond.
007. She's 007.
Yeah, she is. 'cause-
Difference.
Yeah. All right, coming up, our last break of the day, and Jay's What Have We Learned Today, right after this at 49 minutes after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Jay, so it's time to turn it over to you, and what have we learned today?
Okay, no, see, that's it. All right. Every day on this show so far, we've been...
That sucked.
Work with me here. We've been going over what have we learned today. So we had a full show today, and I'm sure all the people on this show learned something. So one at a time, Shirley, Carla, Junior, Tommy, what did you learn today, starting with Shirley? What did you learn today, Shirley?
Honestly, I didn't learn a whole lot today. But the thing that really...
Not too much?
Jay, today was kind of
Tasha always says that.
Yeah, sometimes you have those days, you know?
So you don't really learn nothing.
Yeah.
I can't tell how many times I heard Go right ahead.
You know when you say, how was it? Yeah. I was a little upset about the Bluebell ice cream licking, though. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
ice cream is very near and dear to my heart, so stop it, people.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Don't lick ice cream.
No.
All right. Carla, what'd you learn today?
Well, I learned that the next James Bond movie, Stay Woke, we got a sister playing 007. I love it. I love it. British actress, and her name is Lashana Lynch. I got it. Yeah.
Look at you. All right. You did learn something. All
Yeah, you
right.
did. Yeah, you
See,
did.
I paid attention
Unlike,
today.
unlike Shirley, who didn't learn anything. All right, Junior, what'd you learn today, man?
Well, I learned early this morning that a wedding is actually a cool spot to get a paternity test. Just get the results. You can actually give it. Go ahead and tell these people that ain't my boy. Go ahead. Tell them. You told me we nice.
Just ruined the wedding.
Yeah.
Funny, huh?
Man, I love that.
That was great. You
Yeah.
learned something.
Yeah.
So you did learn something.
I
All right,
did.
Tommy, what did you learn today?
I have learned that if you lick that ice cream, me and Jay gonna whoop that ass on I-5.
I like that. 10 licks for every lick. Lick it twice.
Yeah, you need your ass whoop if you licking ice cream in the store. You definitely need that behind
Oh,
you.
my
Trying to
God.
go viral.
A belt and a
Thought
megaphone.
of
That's
that.
all we need. Yeah, that's right. All right, here's what I learned today.
All right.
All right.
Lindsey Graham is up for election, and we want our young man out of South Carolina, Mr. Jamie Harrison, to whoop that behind. Just like if you lick that ice cream, whoop that behind. Like he's getting that.
Yeah.
Just beat that behind. So that's what we want done today. Also, I'd like to give a special shout out to Grambling University. They had a big, what's the word, soiree? Tommy,
Yeah,
is that the
soiree.
word?
Soiree?
And they raised a lot of money over at the J Spot for me. Thank you. And so in honor of that, I'd like to donate $1,000 to Grambling University.
Oh, Jay, that's nice.
Man.
Jay.
That's nice.
That's a good job, man.
Uh-huh.
No. I would like to. I'm going to donate $500. I would like to.
I cannot. Are you serious?
You know
No,
what?
no,
He had me, though.
I'm
He
Man.
gets us with that every time, though. Every time.
I
I'm
would
a-
like to.
going to send them $1,000 because they're going through it. And they could use the money now.
So why are you doing this, Jay? I mean, it's a great thing. I'm not questioning you. I
Well,
love the fact that you're doing it.
Because it's an HBCU, and it just came on my
All
heart
right,
to
man.
do
Okay.
something good
Yeah.
and to give
ahead,
back,
Mhm.
And I went to a trade school, but trade school can help colleges. I mean, so that's what it's
Yeah.
about. It's about
That's
helping
good.
and giving, and that's what
Giving.
I'm all about giving. I'm a giver. I'm
Go
a
ahead.
giver.
I love
Okay,
that, Jay.
yeah.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
Today I'm a
job.
giver. But I'm
one
hold
of the
that
fruits of
check
the
for a
spirit.
while when you get it, okay? Don't just go
You talking to Grambling?
The
rambling.
check,
Don't go right to the damn thing.
the check
I
that you
like
so
your
freely
spirit.
gave them.
I
Okay.
like your spirit being a giver, Jay. I wish my wife was a giver. She don't give like she used to. You know what I'm saying? She just don't give like she used to.
Well, Tommy, I've been married to 3 non-givers, so I know what you're talking about.
3 non-givers.
And now you're soured on the whole institution.
Yeah. But it's all about giving. So anyway, trying to help out. That's
and that's a great thing you're doing.
That's
and
love, Jay.
Yeah, shout out to Grambling and all the HBCUs.
All the HBCUs.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You know.
You know.
What school y'all go to?
Prairie View A&M University, baby.
Oh, okay. Well, Denmark, Tech, since we're yelling out, we had a football team. We were the Fighting So-and-Sos.
Are you serious?
Where?
That's a lie. That is not true. I made that up.
I was about to say. What?
The Fighting So-and-So.
It was a trade school. I took tailoring. We were the Fighting So-and-Sos. That's a bad joke. All right. No.
Okay, I've been watching this show on Netflix called oh geez, I can't think of the name of it right now. It's about drumline shows. The name escapes me, but anyway, it reminds me of you every time I see it.
It's about bands.
Oh, that's big. Those drumline.
Yeah, it's about
competitions
bands.
Are big. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I saw that.
I know it. I
exactly what
can't.
you're
The
talking
name
about.
just escapes me.
I
But
have to
anyway,
look
it
it up.
reminds me of you. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now
No, I'm gonna look it up
so I
and
can
watch
put it in
tonight.
the show. What is it? Warning shots. Marching orders.
Marching orders.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
I had to think of it really quick. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. Jay, I was speaking of bands and all of this stuff. I'm watching the show on Netflix. I watched the first season. It's called Marching Orders, and it reminds me of you
Huge.
in Drumline. Yeah.
Before I did that movie, I had no idea how big marching bands were.
Yeah.
In the
HBCUs.
Yeah, and of course, when you mentioned Grambling, that's where my mind went to the marching band. Yeah, they had the best in the country. I remember, at the time. But anyway, we're out of time. So thank you guys for listening. We love you. Bye-bye. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.